Hello guys, and welcome to another map first impressions video. Today we're going to take a look at a map which I will call Nicolonia Director's Cut by Joe DeFirst. And this map has almost everything that you can imagine. This is a wild and crazy map with insane amount of detail. There's all kinds of stuff packed in all kinds of places on this map, and I hope that this video does not end up running too terribly long, but at the same time I do want to give it as much attention as I can to all of the various areas as I do with my other map videos. So this map can be found over at modhoster.com, and there will be a link in the description. And I'll start by giving you a brief overview of the description at ModHoster. It says, "Welcome to Nicolonia, a completely fictitious world. There are 4 farms, 66 fields, 14 meadows, and more than 20 different production sites." Map content. So there are 4 farms, BGA, sheep, pigs, and cows. Storage for fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, seed, and fuel at each farm. Each farm has its own FarmSiloSystem. There's the SlowConfigHall at each farm, and that's a mod that allows you to basically rearrange a building and kind of build the building as you wish. There's 3 train storage locations. This map is SeasonModReady with a snow mask. There is the ProNatura AG building. Now this building, and I'll point it out during the video, this building has not been used on too many maps, but basically you take slurry and it will make fertilizer, or solid and liquid fertilizer, and compost. There are several of the SVAPA AGRO production facilities on this map. There's the Slow soy milk facility. You can sell the milk at the Honeymoon Motel. The Castor Food Inc. Animal processing plant is on the map. The Slow Bee mod is installed on the map, and there is a placeable section where you can put the other stuff if you want that's already been snow masked, and you can make honey wine production. So there are a few mods that are recommended, and I will they are linked in the description on ModHoster. I don't need to put them in the video description, but those would be the Castor Food mod and the Slow Bee pack. Also, it is recommended that you use the farming tablet, and I will activate that and demonstrate that in the video. And then there's a link to a PDF, which is very useful for this map, that helps you kind of see the chain of production and what's needed where and whatnot. The only big thing is that for us English-speaking folks, not a lot of it is, well, I'll take that back. There are translations in the PDF. I was looking at a couple pages that weren't so. Some of the pages are English, some of the pages aren't, but you can use Google Translate to kind of help you out there on that. So with that, let's go ahead and jump on in. Now we're going to pick a few other mods that we normally don't pick. We're going to pick our Gator. We're going to go down here and find the Slow Bee pack and the Castor processing plant. We're also going to pick up the farming tablet and the apps associated with the farming tablet. Let's see, there's Castor Food. Now, I just installed the Slow Bee pack, so I'm not really sure where it's going to be in the list. It should be, there it is, Slow Bee pack. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump on in. We'll pull up the log, and as you see, there is a ton of stuff going on this map. We'll wait for this thing to load up. If you are a fan of industry production maps, this is going to be a map you're definitely going to want to check out. If you're not into production, you can still play the map, you know, and kind of ignore the production plants. They are scattered around the map very well, so it's not like a lot of production is all in one general area. I like how a lot of the production's been scattered around and worked into the towns and everything. Just the whole map just feels very well put together. So as you can see, we load up with an error-free log, and here we are. So the farming tablet notifications there in the screen, that is a part of the farming tablet mod that we put in. Let's go ahead and take a look at the map. So here we are, guys. Down here at the bottom, this train line, right, red is the train line. Okay. Then we have the main road, which is this black, dark black. And we have small roads, which are the light gray color, I guess. And then we have the dirt roads. Okay. We have our standard crop types on this map. And we start out by owning all of the grass meadows scattered around the map. And then we own fields 52, 30, and is there another one? When I did a look, 5. Here we go. So we own fields 5, 30, and 52 as far as the arable fields. And of course, we own all of the grass meadows already scattered around the map. We did this video. We're doing these videos on hard mode, so we start out with none of the crops, no crops in our silos, and you can see all of the various products and industry resources that you can produce. So overall, there are 5 main sell points for our crops. There appears to be 2 main sell points for most of our production: the SVAPA AGRO export and the Honeymoon Hotel seem to pretty much buy most of any finished good that you produce, with the exception of a few random items. We do have a train only sell point. Okay. And here is the long list of starting equipment that we got. So we have a fair amount of starting equipment. It all is fairly new as far as operating hours. So the maintenance will be low, and none of it is leased because this column here is empty. So we're going to go ahead and take out a loan because we're going to need a loan to buy our farming tablet apps, and we're going to need a loan to buy our animals. Speaking of animals, we start out with no animals. We have all 3 animal types on this map, and our storage capacity is 0, but that's because we don't have a contemporary silo. We have the farming silo buildings, which are kind of a factory script. So let's drop that back to real time, and let's take a look at our starting fleet, our very generous starting fleet. So we start with tractors that range in horsepower from 99 up to 224. So we start with 4 tractors, 2 front loader arms, a small and a large, 2 buckets, pallet fork, bale fork. We have the small New Holland harvester with grain header. We have the Pottinger. I guess this is the harvester for poplar. That goes in front of a tractor. That's something you typically, I haven't seen too many maps that include this. We have a grain header. We have our potato harvester, a couple tippers, cultivator, plow, the small baby seeder, and our crop row seeder with a small fertilizer spreader and sprayer, slurry spreader, manure splitter. Assortment of weights: we have our side sling Pottinger and our front Pottinger mower, tedder, windrower, forage wagon. We've got a round bale auto stacker along with our round baler. We have our pickup truck, 2 water tanks, and a small storage shelter in our starting fleet. Let's go ahead and lease up our Gator to be driving around in. Let's go ahead and try to locate the shop. So here's the shop. There's our Gator. Let's do a reset and see where he goes. Alright, so he's right here on the main starting area. This is also the the cow farm. So we'll find him in a few moments. So while we're here, let's go ahead and bring up the farming tablet. And I do that with Control Z, right Control Z. Here's the farming tablet, and we're going to go in here to the shop, and we need to buy some apps. All right. So now we've bought our apps that are in with the shop. And we're going to go in here, we're going to turn off shop pop-up notifications. That way we won't have that thing scrolling across our screen. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Fabric Script app. So this is going to show us all of the locations on the map that have the Fabric Script. And over here we have a nice little dot telling us where they are. So here's the sawmill. So right there is the sawmill, I think. Yep. So the yellow dot or green dot, whatever color that dot is, that's basically the sawmill. If we click this button, we can pretty much see the detail, raw materials, finished product, and we have a little picture of what the sawmill kind of looks like. So the sawmill takes fuels and logs, 10,000 liters of fuels, 50,000 liters of logs. If we had product in here, it would tell us. It outputs wood chips and board pallets. Again, if we had product being produced, it would tell us here. So then we have a refinery. Again, here's our refinery. It takes canola and outputs fuel, digestate, and forage. Now we're not going to look at each and every single one of these, but I am going to click on these and show you where the dots are. So here's the Pro Agri. We will do one more. So this is what the Pro Agri plant kind of looks like. It takes liquid manure, makes liquid fertilizer, solid fertilizer, and compost. All right, so we have a dairy. It's over here. Sugar factory is down here. Soy milk factory is up here. As you can see, they're scattered all over the place. The cow milk mixing station. The pig mixing station. Strawberry house. Red currants. Raspberries. So those would be the greenhouses. We have the vineyard. We have the winery. The wine bar. We have the seed master at the cow farm. Seed master at the pig farm. Slow bee house over at the sheep area. Bee house by the lake down here. Bee house by the pig farm. We have the honey milk factory. We have the butchery, which should be the castor. Yep, that's the castor plant. We have intermediate storage, and those are for animals, pigs and sheep. We have the meat factory. We have the honey wine. We have a coal factory, and this is what produces charcoal and fire starter logs. We have a pallet factory. We have a second pallet factory. We have a third pallet factory. Fourth pallet factory. We have 3 factories that do cardboard. We have fertilizer storage at the sheep area, the cow area, and the sheep area, the pig area, and the BGA. Like I said, this map is full of crazy stuff. We have seed storage at all of the various 4 farms, liquid fertilizer storage at all of the various 4 farms, coal storage, storage for the lighter logs, storage for raspberries, strawberries, red currants, kefir storage, evaporated milk storage, butter, yogurt, storage for the various pallet factories, carton factories, meat storage, grill storage, storage for, this is one of the sugar outputs, and sugar storage. So that is ridiculously crazy amount of production. This has to be by far one of the most busiest production maps I have seen to date. So let's go back and take a look at our farm silo system. So we have 4 farm silos, one at the BGA, one at the pig farm, one at the sheep farm, and one at the cow farm. And I hope that I interpreted those right. If I didn't, I'm sure someone will tell me that I was completely wrong on there. And as you can see, since we're in hard mode, we don't have any capacity in any of these. But if we did, we could use this app to basically see where our stuff was stored. And then Horsch, this app is really a great reference for seeding. So we have fields 1 through 66. And as you see, as we click through these, the little dot will change. I kind of wish that the PDA was numbered so we would be able to see, if I wanted to figure out what field that was, I could do that without having to basically click through each one. Okay, so field 66, we'll just use field 66 for example. So field 66 is 1.57 hectares and purchase price is $127,000. And depending on what we want to plant in there, that's how much seed we'll need. The fertilizer, this is a set amount. This obviously doesn't change per field. It would be nice if it told you how much would be used as opposed to what the usage rate was. Because knowing that it's 0.32 liters per, I guess, whatever that is, hectare, I guess, that doesn't tell me much as to how much fertilizer I need to put in my implement in order to fertilize that field. So, but maybe that'll just be enhanced at a later date. So that's the farming tablet. Now we kind of know what the heck is going on. Let's get out of there and get back to this. So sorry guys, this map is so much. I know we're 16 minutes into the video and we haven't even looked at the map. I've just been giving you overviews. So let's take a look at the main farm here, which is the cow area. We start out, we've got some storage sheds over here. Directly across from our starting point, we have a storage building. Some equipment, and here's our customize icon. Customize bay. We've got some starting weights over here. We do have nuggets on the map. So there's your way to a cool $1 million. Here's that poplar harvester that goes on front of a tractor. So here is your seed storage and your solid fertilizer and your liquid fertilizer storage here at the cow area. And you just roll up here, you click to raise the gate, tip your fertilizer in there, and of course you can then pull fertilizer out of the spout. Once you have product in there, it will show up on the display and it will also show up in the app. So here we have our slurry and manure points for our cows. Not too sure why we would want to have manure this close to the farmhouse, but here's our chickens. There's another nugget. I'm going to do my best not to get 10 nuggets because I don't want to clutter up the PDA. Now over here, this is a wash bay. So over here, this is interesting. So we not only have our milk fill point, but we have right here, this won't, F1 doesn't pull anything up, but I'm willing to bet that once we have product in the troughs and things, water, straw, grass, I don't know what these are. I have no idea what those are. Slurry, manure. I'm expecting that this will have liter in the tanks. I guess that's what that says. I really wish this was in English, but it's okay. This is obviously a map that was made by Germans for basically Germans to play. So I'm hoping that this will kind of show you how much water, straw, and grass and everything is in the troughs and stuff. Because I've seen this kind of chalkboard before that's kind of dynamic. Here we got our BGA, or not our BGA, but our silage bunkers for our cows. Of course, we've got our long front feeding trough. We've got some storage sheds here, and these are really cool. They move up and down. Oh, we better not move that one. We better move K and L. So we can lower these, raise them however we wish. There's our grass trough. We've got a tractor here. So here we've got our mixing station for our cows. Potato harvester. Some additional storage sheds over here. Our seed master is in here for seed production. We put grain in here, we put liquid fertilizer in there, and we get seeds out of there. So here's our farm silo. We've seen this on a few other maps that we've recently looked at. You can open and close the lid here. You need to come over here and activate it by hitting 0. The pipe will extend. Let's turn it off and turn it back on. So the pipe will extend out. We have a little readout telling us what's in this particular silo. So you'll have to get out, you'll have to activate it, then you'll have to get back in your tractor to fill from there. This is our fuel. So you have to put fuel in here, I believe, and you'll draw fuel out over here where the pump is. Now let's go figure out where we can buy our cows. Here we go. Let's buy us up some moo-moos. Let's dial it back. We don't have, since we spent some money on the apps for the tablet, we don't have a ton of dollars. So here's our moo cows. Alright. Let's see if we can't find that John Deere Gator. Oh, there he is. I must have walked right past him 3 times and not realized it. Alright, let's zoom on out here. Just get a little frame of reference of where we are on the map. Let's make the map a little bit bigger. Kind of see where we are. This is definitely a map that I would probably enjoy the heck out of playing. I'm pretty big into production maps. Now that I'm playing with seasons, production is a little bit more difficult, I think, simply because with seasons you want to play at something more accelerated than 1x clock speed, and in order to do that, and to keep your factories up and running, you pretty much have to just babysit the things constantly. So I've taken the stance that if I'm going to play with seasons on a map that has factory scripts, I'm going to go in and edit the factory scripts so that they produce a lot slower product than normal. So and this is kind of, oh, I should have put that camera mod in so I wouldn't get all that zooming. So you can see the cow farm is almost like smack dab in the middle of town, which is a little odd, but it's pretty cool. I really like how this town is laid out. Buildings everywhere, vehicles everywhere. We've got narrow streets and whatnot going on. So right here's the back of our farm. Going to cut around here. Got a couple diners, got lots of cars parked around. And the first factory script that we're going to roll up onto is right here. Let's just go ahead and go in cab for this view. Alright, so let's take a look. So this particular factory produces cardboard pallets. So if we run up here and look at the information screen, we have wood chips and empty pallets, and we get carton pallets. And we have all throughout the map these signs that tell us wood chips and pallets are our raw materials, and our finished product is pallets of cardboard. So here's what our finished pallets will look like. Here's where we drop off our pallets of pallets. Here's where we dump in our wood chips. And I really like this building. This building is not the default SVAPA AGRO cardboard factory, but I really like this. This map author seems to have taken different buildings and incorporated the fabric scripts into those other buildings. So here is, not really sure what that's telling me. I mean, it looks like it's an open window, but it looks like there's a sign saying cardboard down, but there's no trigger there. So then over here we have the storage warehouse for the cardboard. So you just drop your cardboard pallets here, and they go into the warehouse, if you will. And over here is where you would pick up your cardboard pallets to get them out of the warehouse. So we're going to have tons of these production facilities scattered around the map, buried within towns and whatnot. So if I missed them, I am so sorry. I'm trying to be thorough and complete and not miss things. So this is the slow bee production area, and you would bring in your board pallets here and kind of build your bee production factory for your milk here. It's not a lot to show you until it's built, so if you see a go out and watch a video about the slow bee pack, you'll see what to do there. All right, let's go over here because there's some more stuff on this side of the town. So over here to the left, this is where one of your main selling points for your finished goods. So you'll be able to roll up in here and drop your SVAPA AGRO production, as well as your bee pack stuff. They appear to have modded this building to accept the bee pack production, as well as all of the industries that the SVAPA AGRO industries. Let's go ahead and back on out of here. And these little narrow roads, you're not going to be bringing in giant trailers, that's for sure, into here. Alright, let's go this way, because I believe our store is over here, our vehicle shop. Yep, here's our vehicle shop. Let's go ahead and pull on in here and hop out. So here's your repair, or not your repair, but your customize and sell trigger. Here's your shop trigger. Let's go ahead and get this icon out of the way. And when you buy stuff, they will line up here, over here in this vehicle yard. So there's a fair bit of space for you to put things in. We have fuel. Let's see if there's anything down here other than just some buildings. Got something back here. Alright, so this is a pallet warehouse. So, here it is. So here is one of our sawmills. I believe there's 4 sawmills on the map that makes pallets. So you'd bring in your logs, put them in here, and you would get pallets of pallets out there. You can then bring your pallets over here and put into this warehouse for storage, or of course take them to any one of the other factories that require pallets, and then you can get your pallets out of over here. Alright, so we have a bakery. It's one of our sell points right here. Field 4 is directly in front of us. And field 5, which is directly in front of us now, is one of the fields that we own. So let's motor on up here. Looks like we have another sell point. Another sell point for grain. And let's go in cab. And here we can sell our manure, excess manure if we want. We have another customize bay here, and I wonder what this does. It's a trigger for something. Let's check on the map. Grain, manure. Don't really know what that icon represents. I really wish, and I've said this in other videos, I really wish that when you hovered over an icon like this, it kind of told you what it was. So whatever this is, again, I'm not really sure what that is. Maybe it goes in there. Sorry, I wish I could be more helpful on that. Let's go check out field 4 here. Field 3. So there are missions on these maps. 1.48 hectares, $120,000. This should be field 4. 1.71 hectares, $138,000. So while we will try to get to most of the industries on the map, it will not be a goal of mine to hit every single industry and show you every single one of them. We've kind of already demonstrated the farming tablet as a great way of getting a frame of reference of to where things are. I do want to drive around the map and try to give you all the best views possible of the map. Nice rolling hills here, rolling terrain right here along the edge of the map at the moment. They're decent sized fields, but they're not huge fields. They're not unmanageable for the size of roads and everything. You've got this dirt road here that is not so rough that it is impossible to drive on at any type of speed. Let's go down here. 8 seems to be one of our bigger fields. Let's go down here and check that out. We got a nice picnic table there. We've got a storage shed down here. So field 8 is 3.89 hectares, $315,000. And like I said, field 8 is one of the larger looking fields. So there are a lot of fields on this map, but they're not ginormous. They're not huge. They're just big enough, I'd say, to keep you busy. All right. So there is a train on this map that we can drive, and before we get too far into the video, I'm going to go ahead and jump into that train and drive around and just have a good old look. See, but the first thing I want to do is I want to get back here into this area of the map, simply because there's a couple factories here that I definitely want to point out to you. So to our right is one of the free grass meadows, or one of the grass meadows that we own, because we don't have an option of buying it. Okay, let's get back down here. So you see we do have traffic on the map. There's another sell point up here. Might as well go ahead and check it out while we're here. So this is a sell point for hay, straw, and grass. Let's go ahead and jump in first person view. Here we have a sawmill. So here's our sawmill for making board pallets that we can then take to the slow bee facility or sell. So you would bring your logs in here. You'd deposit your fuel here, which is typically straw, wood chips, or wool. And you'll get wood chips out of here, and you'll get your board pallets out of here. And then to some degree this area is somewhat self-sustaining in that you can take your wood chips from here and put them into there. Alright, let's see if we can't get back to we want to turn around and we want to get back down there around field 9. Little old field 9. There we go. Alright, so directly to our left is the main cow farm. Oh, we're getting back into the cow farm. It's not what I wanted to do. Well, we're just going to go off-roading and try to get where we want to get. Here's a road. Alright, here's the turn that I wanted to, no, I have to double back again. Alright, here we go. I thought we could get to there from where we were, but I guess we couldn't. Alright, so this is the ProNatura AG, Natural AG. This is a factory that's been in the prefab section of the in-game mod hub of the Giants mod hub for quite a while, and I haven't seen this on any map up until this point. But what we do is we roll in here and we drop our liquid, our slurry off right here. We've got a display here, and the numbers stay lit, but the words will pop up once it becomes active. We'll be able to pull our solid fertilizer out of here. We'll pull our liquid fertilizer out of here, and we'll pull our compost. We'll pile up right here. This is a really cool facility. It's not been used near enough. These containers here have some really nice animations to them. So if you play this map, definitely fire this thing up and have it a look-see. Alright, we're going to park our Gator right over here. And we're going to tab into a train. Now again, as I've said in my videos, this train is a custom skin that I have installed on my game. All of the trains on any map will look like this for me. So your train will not look like that. I'm going to try to get a decent view of the map here as we drive around. It's hard when the train's right here at the fringe of the map to do that. You see our BGA down there. We've got some buildings nestled here in the little valley. We're going up a steady incline. Let's see what we can view from this perspective. Field 58. It's a nice sized field. There's another grass meadow there, going up into a hilly region. There is the green. There's the fuel refinery. There's another looks like another sawmill. Here's a train transfer station for grain transfer. It's real difficult when the border of the map is right here to show you. This whole area here is really great to look at. Another town over there. Spin on around. I really like all the varying terrain on this map. The fields definitely are not flat. They roll with the terrain. We got nice treed areas scattered around the map. Plenty of things to do. Plenty of industries. Ample field sizes. Here we've got a nice bridge. It's interesting, a dirt road on a bridge. Right, so here we're coming up to the cow area. We've just about made our full loop. We picked it up down there by the mill railroad point, so we're going to jump off here once we get to our Gator and continue our tour. Alright. Let's see here. So let's follow this road on over to the biogas facility. We're 45 minutes into this video and we haven't even looked at 2/3 of the map. But like I said, I want to give this map as much coverage as I do on my normal videos. It's just there's so darn much on this map. that I don't think even my level of detail is going to be able to be achieved without like a 3-hour video, which I'm not going to put anybody through. But quite frankly, if you like this map, you'll explore it on your own. I really do like this map, and someday I hope to have an opportunity to do a play series on the map. But there are so many great maps out there that there's definitely not enough time in the day to play the maps that you want to play all the time. Alright, so looks like the biogas plant entrance is back here. Go ahead and go this way. Alright, so here we are at the biogas plant. Again, we have another fuel fill stations and draw stations. Just looking around here trying to figure out where things are. We've got our Silo King, our Flegel digester. We have our silage bunkers here. Storage sheds. This is our winery for wine production. Now, I wish I was a little bit more up to speed on this, but I've never played with the winery to really know what's going on. I think pallets or barrels of wine and pallets of wine bottles may spawn here. Looks like there's 3 pallet spawn points. One of these may spawn individual pallet barrels. I believe this is where you fill this up with water. Possibly here. I believe you roll in here with your grapes and dump your grapes here on the conveyor belt. I think there's lots of really cool animations in here. But like I said, I'm not super up to speed on how this thing all works. But there's your winery. Again, we have our storage for our seeds, liquid, and solid fertilizer. We've got some more seed pallets and fertilizer pallets. Here's our farm silo over here for the BGA, because the way this map is set up, the BGA is kind of like its own, it's kind of like the arable farm. So here we have a storage for raspberries, and this is probably a raspberry greenhouse. It is. So raspberry pallets will spawn here. You put your manure or probably compost in here. Let's see what it takes. It takes manure. So you put your manure in here. You put your water in there. You put pallets and pallets of cardboard. So it takes 4 raw materials to produce 1 finished good. We've got some more silage bunkers, and I don't know what this is. What are these things? I guess these are maybe just tip anywhere. Yep, these walls do have collisions, so these are just set to tip anywhere. So you can bring root crops or whatever in here. Here is your Digestate Fill area. So that's basically the BGA farm. Let's see, let's wander away and see if we can get out of here. There we go. Looks like we've got another SVAPA AGRO production facility here for pallets, and the corresponding storage pallet building next to it. winding our way around. And let's get back up into the open country. That's just going up into the wooded area. There's a little storage building up there for equipment. We've got another grass meadow here that looks to be fertilizable. Let's take this road because I think this road may meander up to the pig area. We have an icon as if there is a yep, there's a bee house right there, right below the sun. That is a slow bee house. It's marked on the map by a little honey jar icon. All right, I'm gonna have to go in cab because I'm just gonna crash if I try to drive that zoomed out. So right there's the bee house. We haven't seen where, at least driven by it, but we have seen on the tablet where to go to make the bee hives. All right, let's go on in here and get to the pig farm. And you can see how everything is just tucked in nicely, in my opinion, in the map. All of these areas have been, for what I feel, so well thought out as far as placement. There's nothing that's kind of like you're driving along and boom, there's your pig farm, kind of out in the middle of nothingness. So here's again our pig area. We have a this is our sheep area. Sorry about that. We've got lights. So here we have our wool spawn point. We've got some equipment up here for caring for our sheep and doing our grass work. Again, we have a FarmSiloSystem. There's 4 of these on the map, one at all of the main farms. There's a nice creaking old door there. Again, here we've got what I think is a dynamic chalkboard that'll tell us our water and our grass levels. There's our grass trough. Here's our water trough. Now let's listen. I don't know if you're able to hear that or not. Then we have our wash bay, and this appears to be where we buy our sheep. Okay. So our sheep have this interesting meadow to walk around in. If we walk around here in this fenced area, where it kind of just follows the lay of the land. Very, very interesting. And this is how you need to come in here and get your and deliver your beehives. You have to walk them on in here. The sheep area extends way down into here. Oh, okay. There is a gate, so you can roll in here with something with a forklift, I guess, and get a pallet out. Oh, and here is, while we're down here, this is our vineyard. So well placed. This is really great how this has been placed into this hillside. It doesn't, the way it's been laid in, it does not feel in any way as if it's been put in, that this was a drop-in mod or anything. It's been well textured and blended in. So the way this works is you'd come up in here with your tipper and come up in here. When it's working, this guy picks his grapes and puts them in his barrel. I think this waters the grapes. Let's go over here, and you'll come into here, and you put your manure in here. You'll put what do you put in here? I've seen this demonstrated before. You put water here. Again, I haven't played with this mod a whole lot to remember what goes where. Manure goes there. I think maybe it goes in both of these. I'm not really sure. Down here we have another pallet factory for cardboard. Sorry, cardboard factory. Cardboard storage. So again, I just like how this has all been laid out, laid together, and set up. It's blended in very, very well, and if you ask me. Let's go ahead and go back up to our Gator. We got a greenhouse for red currants. So again, everything like the raspberry greenhouse. We get our red currants pallets here, manure, water, pallets, and cardboard. We've got our fuel storage. We've got a customized repair bay. We have a strawberry greenhouse. Strawberry greenhouse storage. There should be a red currants. Yep, storage right there. We have a liquid fertilizer, and we should have solid fertilizer and seed storage. Alright, over here we have one of them. Solid fertilizer in that one. That appears to be a little misplaced, but that's okay. Seed storage is around here somewhere, I'm sure. Oh, there's seed storage. Seed storage is right there. Alright, so that's the sheep area. Let's see if we can't... I think the pig area is way north. Oh, no, it's not too far. It's just up the road here. In fact, it's up the hill directly in front of us. We'll go the road. We'll go the real way. I was going to cut through the grass meadow, but we'll go the real way. It looks like it winds around here. So we can follow this road around and come on up here. This is part of the Winery mod and the Vineyard mod. This is where you bring your wine for processing into bottles, I think. You'll bring in your barrels here, and around here, I think people show up here to drink. Wine bottles, they're down there. Something goes in here. Barrels go in here. Let's check what this is. So again, it's written in German. Really don't know what all those mean, but oh, there's a nugget. Good friend Eustace Farmer did a video on the on all of this stuff. So I encourage you to go check out his channel and see his videos on this winery stuff. He also did a really great video on the slow bee stuff. So I encourage you to go check out his content. Link to his channel is in my description. Let's wind our way up here to the pig farm. we're going to have to cut across this field. Again, we're going to go in cab so we can get up here. I feel we're coming in the back way. There's probably a better road to get into here. We got some seed pallets. We got our liquid fertilizer storage. We've got a chaff silage bunker here. I'm wondering if there's a seed master in here. Let's take a look. There is indeed a seed master in here, like there was over at the cow farm. We have our repair bay. One of our seeders is in here. There's our FarmSiloSystem. Looks like we've got our harvester over here. I'm sure the headers are in there. Some more tractors. Here's another beehive. Again, the beehive is marked on the map. Right there, the beehive marking. There's the barrel for the wine. There's the beehive that we saw for the sheep area. The sheep have this whole area here to roam in. That is awesome for the sheep. There's the grapes. There's an icon for the cardboard factory that we saw. So all this stuff is marked up. There's another bee thing that we missed when we were looking around. There's that compost. That's the factory that I told you about that takes liquid manure and converts it. So here's the cardboard. Here's the slow bee factory that I said you had to build. Pallets. So all of this stuff is on the PDA. If you look really close, you can see it all. There's just so much on this map. I wish I could cover it all in detail. But we would be here for far longer than you all are going to want to watch. I can guarantee that. So here's your manure pit. Straw trigger. Food. Water. Let's see where our animal trigger is. Probably right here. Let's buy up our critters. And let's see where the pigs have to roam. Not a too bad little spot. They seem to have a really nice view of the land up here on top of the hill. Nice windy road, windy mountain road here overlooking. Right, I don't know about this. Right across from the pig farm, we got our what appears to be a resort. I don't think that would be too well received in real life. But take a look at this. Take a look at this. Here we are up on top of this, one of the highest points of the map, overlooking the fields and the roads. Got a little bit of here's our pool. So, lovely, lovely views on this map. This map would look absolutely stunning in the evening and the mornings with seasons. Here we have our pig food mixer. Alright, where is our... There he is. Alright. Now, where are we going now? Let's try to just hit the high points, I guess. And let's run over here to this section to the left where it says town station, spinnery, and whatnot. What's over here? I got something over here. This is another cardboard factory. Tucked in here real nice. So I have to say this is one of the better thought out production maps. As I've said, oftentimes your production maps just feel like things have just been thrown in. Here they feel not just thrown in, they don't feel thrown in at all. They feel very well placed. Everything is so well textured and detailed around it that you just feel like it's supposed to be there. It's not just a factory that's been dumped in. And look at this windy road up and down the terrain. And I have to say, I've never had to do roads, but I've heard that putting roads in on hilly terrain can be quite the problem. But there is no lack of roads on this map and no lack of hilly terrain. Look, we've got an undulated road here where we go down a little bit, go down a little bit more, go down a little bit more. This is awesome. Like I said, I wished I had time to play this map right away, but I don't due to other commitments. Well, I guess we'll go this way first, and we'll make our way back around. There's the train bridge that we went over. So here we have another area, and the building that we're going to here on the left looks like it's the animal buy point, but this is the Castor food. This is the meat processing plant. This is the meat processing facility. Let's take a look here. So we hear our pigs here. So this is the interim storage, to where if you bring your pigs in here, you can kind of drop them off here to be stored for use. Over here we can hear our sheep. This is kind of our sheep storage. And when this first came out, I really didn't understand the storage that much. I'm like, well, why would you even bring them into the storage? Get back out of here. Get out of here. Let me get away from these animals. Okay. So I was like, I don't know why you would have these animal storage. Just store them at the farm. But then I started thinking, well, if I've got like, I don't know, 150 pigs, and I want to process 50 of them, but I don't want to process them right away. If I keep them at the farm, I got to feed them, and that's a lot of food. If I bring them to this holding facility, I don't have to feed them. I just drop them off there, and they just stay there. So that's the benefit, I think, of the feeding pens. Buy, we can sell. Okay, so here we can buy animals or sell animals in here, but if we want to process our meat, we would bring them into here and unload them here on the ramp, and then this factory will produce sausage or steak, and this is where you'll get those. And you'll need the custom. Let's go ahead and show you the trailers. Where are they at? I think they're under animals. Nope. We're under miscellaneous. Nope. Are they under tippers? No. Oh, they're under. I'm so dumb. They're under the Castor thing. So here under the Castor food, if you're going to use this mod, you're going to need. Where is it? It's not even there. Oh, they're separate mods. I didn't activate them. Oh, sorry. So in the Castor food pack, there are mods for animal trailers that you'll need to use, not your standard in-game animal trailer, Nugget. And then there are modded reefer trailers that you need to use in order to pull the goods out of there. Let's go ahead and over here. got another SVAPA AGRO production plant over here. So this looks to be the dairy. So in here you will bring pallets of cardboard, milk, pallets of pallets, sugar, and fruit pallets, any combination of fruit pallets. And you'll get, oh, this has been custom. This is really nice. I really like this. You'll get kefir. This is like fruit flavored milk, a fruit flavored milk product. This is a custom box. The normal box doesn't have these icons on it. You'll get yogurt, and again, this is a custom box. We don't have this little icon on our normal box with this mod. You'll get condensed milk, again, custom box. And there's another product. There's butter here somewhere. Where's the butter? Oh, here it is. And you'll get butter out of that plant. And there's obviously storage for all of these finished goods right here by this mod, or you can take them straight to market. So here we have a buy point for eggs and one of our grain sell points here. Again, everything is just so tucked in so well, I think. Alright, let's back up. And we're going to make one more stop, guys, and then we're going to be done the video. I hope you guys like this map. Let me know in the comments what you think about this map. I think this map is right up your alley if you like production. But if you don't like production, the production places are out of your way. They're not going to be in your face. There's not really a whole lot of... Can I get there from here? Yeah. I'll have to meander around the road a little bit. But the production isn't really in your way. You could play this whole map and not do a single bit of production if you wanted to. Can I take this road? Yeah, this road, I think, shortcuts. Let's take this road. Alright, it's going to be a little bumpy road, but hey, whatever. So let me know in the comments what you think of this map. I think it's a really awesome map. I'd like to see it get more visibility than it maybe is going to get by being over at Mod Hoster. I think maybe this map is too big to show up in the Farming Simulator Mod Hub. I think they do have a file size limit of 700 and some megs. So I think this map is too large for that. I need to turn around. Here we got a crane for our logs. This is where we need to go. We're just going to stay in cab because we're in the woods here. Kind of taking a shortcut, I think, or I hope. This appears to wind its way around. Well, either I took a wrong turn or this isn't as much of a shortcut as I thought it was. I think I took a wrong turn, frankly. We're going to dump out on the main road here. Here we are. So up there, that's the pig area. Let's just pause here and see if we can't look over on this side. Alright, so that's the winery we talked about. Okay, so we don't really... Maybe we got a good view up here. Oh, I just found another nugget. I didn't even know I was there. Alright. Here we go. We go down a hill. We level off a little bit. And we go down like another little roller coaster hill. Level off a little bit. Field 65 is really weird shaped. 63 is this kind of long curvy road or field. Alright, let's go ahead and see what's over here. So here we have another, oh, this is a train transfer station. And look at that, we haven't seen this. So I think there are a few train transfer stations on the map. And we've got a nice information board telling us what's in there. Over here, what do we have over here? I am not sure at all what this is. This is like a refrigerator. Okay, so this is chilled goods. Oh, this is our meat processing facility. So this is where you bring your meat from the Castor plant for further processing. You bring in kefir here. You bring in butter here from the dairy. You bring in the meat, I think, and put it here. Or I think maybe you put it over here. I'm sorry. You put your, we can't see it. You put your steaks here. And you'll get some finished goods. Can we go in here? Oh, look at that. That's cool. You'll get your finished goods over here. And then you can store them in here. Here we have kind of an insulated pallet. It doesn't show anything in them. This is basically to further process your this is quality control. I didn't even see that before. Quality control. This will basically be a production facility to further process the meat that you have brought over, or the meat that you've made. Alright, let's go over here, and we've got our refinery, our canola refinery. Let's figure out how to get into there. Alright. Let's turn on into here. So here's our canola refinery. You'll bring your canola in here. You'll get slurry out. You'll get biofuel out of here, and you'll get mixed rations or forage out of there. Let's see what this is. We've got another repair customized bay. This is for wood chips. Biomass heating plant. You can sell your wood chips there. And I'm guessing this maybe is a sell point for pallets and board pallets based on the icons there. Alright. So let's see if we can't find the spinnery. We have our fuel. The spinnery is right here. figure out where we bring our wool. So here's our wool cell point, and here's our slow bee pack, or not a slow bee, but our soy milk facility. You drop in your soybeans here, water here, and fuel over here. Okay, and you'll get milk out of here. You'll get slurry out of here, and you'll get pig food out of the pipe. Alright, we're going to call it here, guys. I know that I've not covered everything. There's just way too much on this map to cover everything. Somehow I started a mission. Don't know how. Got a it's a little messed up there. Got a mission timer, but nothing on screen. Where did our gator go? We leave it over here. All right. All right. I think there might be something messed up with that mission thing. Because now I don't have game sound. I can't hit escape. So be careful with doing missions on this map, I guess. So guys, I want to thank you for watching. Oh, whoa. I did not know you could do that. I'm using the scroll wheel and I'm zooming in and out of the mini map. Anyway. So guys, I want to thank you for watching. If you like this video, please consider clicking the like button. If you are not a subscriber, please think about subscribing. We do map videos every Tuesday and Thursday. Let me know in your comments what you think of this map, if you've played this map at all, if you liked it. Here's one of the placeable areas that was talked about in the description. If there isn't enough production on this map, you could put some more in. So again, let me know, and I encourage you to check out two really awesome web communities, PCSG and the Three Dudes Gaming Network. They are here to try to help, and are not the type of communities where they will just tell you to go find your own answer. They will be more than happy to go out of their way to answer your question and get you the answers you may be looking for. So until next time, guys, happy farming.